Shalom Israel, and welcome to Hebrew Chronicles Publishing. On today's segment, we're going to be discussing Hebrew Chronicles Patreon. That's right. We pretty much had it available for about 30 days or so. And today's video is going to be about what it consists of. So let's get to it. The Patreon. I was fairly new to Patreon. It's actually never been in my mind until I spoke to one of my other associates, and they were like, "Hey, have you actually started working on the third book yet?" I said, "No." "Have you been writing stuff?" "Yeah, I'm always writing. I always write stuff, because guess what? I'm always reading. I got this Bible here, which is like my Excalibur. And then I have this Bible here, which is a newer Bible that I've been also marking. So I'm always reading, so I'll always have a lot of ideas. So the person actually suggested that I make a Patreon. And I was like, what is a Patreon? A Patreon is actually things that you sell. It's kind of like, it can be used for almost anything. I've seen platforms on Patreon that actually is linked to YouTube, and they actually help you with questions. You know, you can go on YouTube and ask questions, and then there will always be technically a video. But some people will actually have a Patreon linked to their YouTube, so when they have videos, their video will link them. Pretty much transfer them back over to their Patreon. And Patreon is pretty much, you can set your own price. You do have to pay for it. You can set it as low as $1 a month, which that's what my price is. And then you can charge it as much as you want, because it's all about the content. People are coming to your Patreon to see what you sell. Some people sell information. Some people sell merchandise. Some people sell both. Okay. Now, what my Patreon consists of is short stories that are linked in between the books. So, like, say for instance, there's a event that happens between the first and second book. Some people, when they read the second book, they're like, well, when did this happen? You can go to our Patreon and actually read the history on what happened in between both books. Same thing I started doing in between the third book, because I haven't started on the third book yet. I'm still savoring it, kind of like a good beef barbecue sauce up there, but I haven't started actually pretty much physically drafting it yet. Outlines, I know I made a video before discussing outlines and their purpose, how I don't use them, but I might actually have to make an outline this time, because there's going to be a lot of stuff going on, and I want to make sure everything is in order. Okay, I read the second book. It was beautiful, and I got some good feedback from good reviews on, the second book. I want the third book to be better. So I started writing a lot of in-between stories or events that happened in between both of the books. And just in case you want to read that, the links are available down below in the description section. And there's a lot of great events, new characters. I'm going to actually start about around next month, or if not February, start actually working with my artists. We're going to do this again. It's just been slow because, the seasons. We just had the Feast of Tabernacles, just came out of the new moon, as well as the Feast of Dedication. So it's been back-to-back high holy days for the Lord. So we've got to make sure those things are held first. So I'm behind in a lot of things. So around next month in February, I'll start working side by side with my artists again, and we'll try to get more things out there. So there's, like I said before, there's new characters that are involved in the stories, and some characters that's in these short stories, what I call filler, what some people call filler. Like if you read manga, and then you have the anime, which has a lot of filler. When you read the manga, you're like, where's this stuff at? The manga is the source material, so the books themselves are the source material. So I wanted to make some pictures, just like I did for Nathaniel and his sister Zahara. I still also need to make a picture of her and Hanak. So pretty much, there's pictures that I actually have to make to update for the second book, and also redo the pictures for the first book as well. But I want to focus on characters that are in between the stories, which are available on our Patreon. Okay, for $1 a month, you'll have access to all of our short stories, and as well as other tiers that are going to be slowly available. Right now, we have no followers right now because we're a new platform, and I just got on this platform. And Hebrew Chronicles Publishing is a new company, so this is going to be a little. It's going to take a little while, but I believe that once people start reading the stories, they're going to see exactly what I'm envisioning and be able to enjoy the same things that I have in my head, because I love to write. I've been reading a lot of stories. I wanted to go to college to be a screenwriter, but I seen how that department goes, and Esau runs that. So no, I like to have something that I have control over, that actually can bring righteous things in, and not actually have to have someone saying, nope, you can't do that because this will happen. Screw that. It's all about Israel, our people. Hebrew Chronicles Publishing, that is the name of the company, and that is my targeted audience, okay? So, as I was saying before, if you are a big fan of biblical literature, and you like action, not that Christian crap, because I've read Christian books before that dealt with fantasy, it's trash. It is boring. So if you want to try something new, guys, try Hebrew Chronicles Publishing, and go to visit www.hebrewchronicles.com, and also there's going to be links below that gives you access also to my Facebook as well, which is Archangel Literature, and also Archangel Literature when it comes to DeviantArt as well. Those links will be also below. Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ bless.